On the Lower Mainland today, the truckers' dispute ramped up with hundreds of unionized drivers joining non-unionized drivers on the protest picket line. They normally haul containers to and from Delta Port and Port Metro Vancouver. But over the weekend, in their fight for better pay and working conditions, they voted to reject a mediated back-to-work plan. And now the economic impact of this dispute is starting to be felt.
As promised, unionized truck drivers joined their non-union counterparts and set up pickets throughout the Lower Mainland this morning, not just at container docks, but also at some of the 180 separate companies that hire these drivers to get goods in and out of port. By day's end, there were already reports of local businesses feeling the pinch.
There's about $885 million a week of cargo, either coming or going, that's not being allowed to get into the Vancouver ports or to leave. And that's extraordinarily disruptive and has very real implications for about 2,000 small businesses within about 5 miles of where we're currently standing.
Although special mediator Vince Reddy was brought in last Thursday and he did offer a proposal, clearly it wasn't enough for drivers to cancel their job action.
It's very tough. The fuel prices gone sky high, and long lineups waiting there 3-4 hours. And
it's all about unity. Stick together and ask for the proper rates and ask for the enforcement.
And there's something like 180 different employers, and no one speaks for all of them. So we need to get them all around the table with the federal, provincial governments, with the ports, and really try to hammer out a deal that puts an end to undercutting for once and for all.
About 50% of all container traffic is handled by rail, and indeed that continues. But there were no trucks to be seen at Van Term today, just disgruntled drivers being watched by police and security guards following several alleged attacks on trucks and drivers. There's also the issue of a port with a reputation.
It sends a message of uncertainty and unreliability to the people who are using the Port of Metro Vancouver, who've got very real choices in Seattle, San Francisco, and Los Angeles.
This afternoon, the Ever Envoy container ship arrived in Vancouver from Tacoma. In the future, if this strike drags on, it would make more sense for this vessel to simply unload its Canadian cargo in Washington State. Ted Chernecki, Global News.